Welcome to my channel, where we discuss everything and all things politics, economy, and development in Nigeria and around the world. The release or the launch of former military president's book titled A Journey in Service was not the first time General Ibrahim Badamosi Babangida has acted as a statesman and helping in showing that indeed the 1966 coup was not an Igbo coup, but therefore is not an issue that Igbo should be punished for, and that the civil war was a war that literally was imposed on the Igbos, like he was captured in his book that the then head of state, General Govt, did not do much. He failed to protect the Igbos in the north. So the crisis that ensued ultimately led to the civil war because Gowon failed to protect the Igbos in the north. Now, these are not the only time that IBB has shown. I mean, this book, these things he highlighted on his new autobiography that is everybody's talking about. It's not the first time he's showing that Igbos are not to be blamed for the actions of some few people in 1966, including the Civil War. You know, many people are not aware of this, but many Igbo properties were taken over by the Lagos state government after the war. And those properties were held on to by Lagos state government. But it took the courage of General Babangida when he was military president to ensure that those properties were returned to the rightful Igbo owners. And Lagos state government was forced to release those properties to the Igbo individuals that owns them. Among those who are beneficiaries of this gesture by Babangida, who benefited from this gesture, including the Ikemba Ojukwu family. You know that the father of Odumegwu Ojukwu, who was the leader of the Biafrans during the war, was Nigeria's first billionaire in the races of the world. If you had to calculate his wealth in today's currency, that's if you are to calculate his worth in terms of today's currency, he would be Nigeria's first billionaire. Sir Louis Ojukwu, he was the first president of the Nigeria Stock Exchange, and he was involved in so many businesses. In fact, because of the help he rendered to the British Empire, to the British government during the Civil War, during the Second World War, because of the help he rendered using his vehicles, to help in movement of ammunition and equipment for the war. The Queen honored Sauduku with the title, or with he was knighted by the Queen. That was how he became Sir Louis Ojukwu. I'm talking about father of Odumegwu Ojukwu. He had vast estates in Lagos because he was so wealthy. Now, many of his estates, were seized by the Lagos state government, including 2 of his estates, 2 of his estates, 2 of his estates were seized by the Lagos state government, including 2 of his estates were seized by the Lagos state government, including 2 of his estates were seized by the Lagos state government, including 2 of his estates were seized by the Lagos state government, including 2 of his estates were seized by the Lagos state government, including 2 of his estates were seized by the Lagos state government, including 2 of his estates were seized by the Lagos state government, including 2 of his estates were seized by the Lagos state government, including 2 of his estates were seized by the Lagos state government, including 2 of his estates were seized by the Lagos state government, including 2 of his estates were seized by the Lagos state government, including 2 of his estates including one of his houses that was then used as the headquarters of JAN in Lagos. Now, it got to the point that the Lagos state government had thrown Ikemba Ojukwu out of his father's lodge, known as Vilaska Lodge, owned by his father, Sir Louis Ojukwu. Ikemba was thrown out of it by the Lagos state government. It was General Babangida that ensured that the Ojukwu family repossessed their father's asset. It didn't stop only on that. He restored titles and possessions of properties of people like Nwafo Orizu, MCK Ajuluchukwu, Okechukwu Ikejiani, Madiebo, Eze, Awuna, Obuga, Kalu, and several others, properties of Igbo people that were held by Lagos state government in Yaba and in Surulere. They were held long after the war. It was Babangida that ensured that these properties were released to them, to the rightful owners, ensuring that the right thing was done. Now, what I'm saying that before Babangida wrote his book that is generating a lot of interest, he had already demonstrated that the Igbo people are not to be blamed for the 1966 coup. They are not to be blamed for the reason why the war have to take place. Okay? So that's the perspective I want people to know, that this is not something that he suddenly developed. Because if you look at his action, and how he was able to allow the Ojukwu's family to repossess their assets that were seized by the Lagos state government and all that, and several other Igbo properties that were confiscated, and ensuring that they repossess their properties, you know that this is somebody who understood what happened before the war and after the war. That's really what I want people to take away from what I'm talking about, so that people don't see IBB that he suddenly wrote about the Igbos not being, the coup of 1966 not being an Igbo coup, and writing that it was Gowon's fault for not protecting the Igbos when they were put in harm's way, and the federal government of Nigeria, led by Gowon, failed to protect them, which eventually resulted to the civil war. So these are in the book. These issues are now being talked about because he wrote a book. But what I'm saying is that before now, his actions, especially with respect of Igbo properties in Lagos, demonstrated that he's aware that the Igbo people in general should not be held responsible for the actions of what happened in 1966 and in 1967 and so on. That's what I want people to take away from what I'm talking about. That is not just a happenstance that he just wrote it now in a book about what happened in 1966 and 1967. But to show that after the war, when he was in charge, he was able to allow common sense to prevail and allowing Igbos whose properties were seized by government, that these properties were released to them. I think that's a mark of a statesman who wanted to ensure some level of justice in that kind of situation. I don't know what you think about this, but whatever is your position, let's hear from you at the comment section. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, Google will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.